All right, this is part two to the My Life video. I actually forgot about something to say something. So I was talking about child world, adult world. I didn't go back to child world. I talked the whole time about adult world. I want to talk about one thing. Now when you're under a certain age, like, when you're still in the child world, like even if you're a young teenager, like you're under 18, or whatnot. Now, if you have an adult in your life who's basically guiding you and is over you and you're under that adult, you could they kind of help to raise you, develop you, build you, and kind of into like what they like. And you'll see that in kids. The kid could be 7 years old, but he's acting so much more sophisticated due to like the type of training he receives, right? With me, I've never had any adult take the reins or take me along, with the exception of some of the dead time having sometimes, because of that situation of me robbing the bank and still being in the child world. In that case, sometimes here and there, there might have been something where there was some kind of influence or whatnot. But that was little, and it was little compared to 31 years, and it was little just in general. It just wasn't really much. Now, the point is that, growing up in school and everything, all these kids have that. I don't. So I'm the lost kid. I'm the kid with no direction. I'm the kid who's not in on anything. Nobody's telling anything about anything. I'm the kid that's not hanging out with anybody. I'm the, you know what I mean? I am that kid. Even if my ego is so amazing and my person is so amazing, in my actual life at that basic level, that's me. Now, it wasn't as simple as just advancing levels. Yeah, I got better at my level, but still, I was still in the child world, as I was increasing levels. Now, the point I wanted to bring up is that I do have a unique aspect to my life, especially in recent times. The unique aspect is that I grew myself without having an adult in my life into an adult. Now I'm an adult. And I built myself up, which is very, very rare on this planet. Not only did I build myself up, I'm continuing on in this path, in this road, as an adult now, in the adult world with the save of my life. I don't need an adult over me now because I myself am an adult. Yeah, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Now, is that uncanny? Definitely. It's rare, it's uncanny, it's unconventional, doesn't really make sense. Not really befitting of this world. But there's otherworldly elements in this world. And, if there is, then, kind of makes perfect sense, actually. Just imagine, never going through childhood and just become an adult. I did go through childhood, I did become an adult. And I did it myself, and I did it all by myself, and that's very rare. It's very rare. It's typical in guys who are like very independent, very successful, self-starters. I'm talking about like not one in a million, like 1 in 100 million, or 1 in 50 million, or 1 in 20 million, maybe 1 in a million. Okay, 1 in a million. I'm 1 in a million guys who's actually like that. And that is a big deal and everything. And I just wanted to make that clear. How kids have that? No, I didn't have that. Everything was 100%, or pretty much 100%. Well, everything was 100% me. And I guided myself through all that without doing some kind of ridiculous funny business that some people do, without doing shit like that. You know what I mean? Just legit doing it. And I think that's really cool. That's the only part that I was gonna talk about that I didn't talk about. So this will be part two to, I think I called it real life.